Well, hello every morning and happy hello every morning. Hello everyone. And happy Saturday. It's Saturday, April 12th, 2025 at 9:55 a.m. And guess what? I think there's something wrong with this YouTube thing because normally I hit next and then it goes to a screen where it says like, waiting, and then you have the go live button. Well, now it's like I type in the name and then I hit next and it goes right to live. Like you don't get the waiting screen. And I think that's what's happening because all I did was hit the next button to go to the screen where you're supposed to just wait till it's actually the right time and then you hit live. And it didn't do that. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we're live now and I'm not ready. So I'm just going to talk for a couple minutes while we get situated. I still have to get my water and put some lotion on and got to get hydrated so I can talk for, an hour. So this is what we're making. Got to put my lotion on so my hands aren't all dry. I don't even know if anybody's on here yet, but hopefully you guys are going to be coming on in the next couple minutes. And I got to set my computer up. I'm just like discombobulated. So let me find my video on here. See if anybody's watching yet. Hopefully nobody's watching. Because it's embarrassing when this happens and I'm not ready. I'm telling you. Hold on. I still have all my stuff not ready. This is crazy. I was just sitting here opening mail and I said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and like get it ready. And then when I hit next, it's live. Here we are live. Okay. Good thing I already took the picture. Okay, we still have 3 more minutes to let everybody get on here. And see if it's working. It just kind of is a shock though when I hit that button and all of a sudden it's like 3, 2, 1, you're live. It didn't used to do that either. It would just go right into live when I hit the button. But all right, now I can see myself. Oh, we do have several people on already. Good. So if you're just coming on, yes, I'm a couple minutes early thanks to this new thing YouTube is doing. I guess seems like every few months they change stuff. And I am blurry looking for some reason. Hold on. I don't know what that's about. Let me see. See if we can get a better picture. There we go. Okay, so hopefully you should be coming in good. And I've got my nice little blob here from the other day where I dropped the ink pad. I know a lot of you guys were on here for that. That was a little bit funny. I told you you get free bloopers with every video because I always do something wrong. So anyway, welcome everybody. Come on in, say hello. Time to wake up and start your day laughing. I already messed up first thing, so oh my gosh, let me say hello. Hey Karen. Hey Bonnie. Hey Louise. Hey Lori. Hey Ware. Hey Gail. Hey Annie. Hey Myra. Hey Teresa. Hey Linda. Hey Debbie. Hey Kathy. Hey Sharon. Hey Christine. Hey Kelly. Hey Rita. Hey Cindy. Hey Marva. Oh, just got your power back on. Oh, yikes. Snowy and crappy in Northeast New York. Well, I tell you what, I just went out to take the mail out to the mailbox and get yesterday's mail. And it is freezing outside. It's like 48 degrees. Let me see. Where did I stop? Karen, Linda, Julie, Terry, Christine, I already said Louise and Linda. Now I'm getting duplicates. Patty. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Jenny. Yeah, it's cloudy here too. It's supposed to be cloudy all day and yucky. Yesterday rained all day long. It was gross outside. So I stayed inside. I took a nap. I watched a movie. And then I go to make my card for today. And I knew I had pulled the stamp set because it's retiring. And I thought I had pulled the embossing folder. And so I looked through the pile of stuff I had pulled. Most of it I've already kind of gone through and set it aside in another pile. But the ones that I thought I might use before the end of the month, I had set in a separate pile. So I was looking everywhere for this embossing folder. So needless to say, an hour and a half later, I finally found it in the pile that I had originally looked in 4 times. And I don't know why I thought this was a 6x6 embossing folder. So I kept expecting it to be sticking out like farther than the stamp set. And I must have gone through the pile 4 times. And I'm like, I can't find it. I can't find it. And I was on the phone with somebody and I was getting really frustrated when I couldn't, because my stuff is pretty organized. I mean, occasionally I lose things, but most of the time it's pretty organized. And finally, at like 7 o'clock, I found it. And I was like, ugh. By that time, I was like not ready to stamp anymore. But I had kind of an idea in my mind of what I wanted to do. So I made 2 cards and I had a third one in mind, but it was getting late. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it like on the fly, as Frenchie says. And so I cut out everything and we're going to make the third one together. So this is my new thing now, using DSP to stamp on and do the work for you, or just using DSP in general. So DSP is designer series paper. We just call it DSP at Stampin' Up. So basically, I didn't color anything. I just used the paper to do all the work for me. So I don't know if you can see, I embossed the shells on the back, and then I embossed these shells on designer paper. So everything is on designer paper except for those 2 right there. Same thing with this. So that's designer paper. That's designer paper. This is the same designer paper. So this is actually the same side. This is the back of it, I think. So those are those 2. So we're going to make these 2. And then if we have time, we'll make a third one. But we're using one of my very favorites. Oh, the sun just came out. Very favorite stamp sets and dies and embossing folder. So this is a hybrid one. So it cuts out the shells if you want it to. You can just emboss, or you can emboss and cut them out at the same time. So you get that, you put it that way. And then that comes with the stamp set and more dies. So it's a great, great stamp set. And I love it. And I'm really sad that it's going out. I don't know why they get rid of they always have really good shell sets and nautical sets. And then for some reason they'll be around a year or 2 and then they get rid of them. And then the next year they bring another one back that is almost the same. So I don't know why they keep doing that, but this is a great set. So I love it. And then I'm also using a couple different papers. So I've got the Thoughtful Journey. So this one is actually like 3 packs all mixed together because I've used so many pieces of it. But I think I actually have another set in here. I think there's Meandering Meadow in here somewhere. I'm not sure, but I think, no, I took it out. Okay, so here's some of it. There's some that's missing because I've used it, but it's beautiful paper. So we're using this one. That's that one right there. And then that's the back of it, which is really pretty. So that's what I cut this shell out of. And then I'm also using this one on the next card. So we're going to have that. And then the back of that is the dark blue. So that's where I got this from. And here's some more. This is a good one too. And it's got the wild wheat on the back, which is a pretty color. When it looks like gold, it's really pretty, but sometimes it doesn't look like gold. So there you go. Oh, that's Meandering Meadow stuck in there by accident. I don't think that goes in that one. So there you go. beautiful paper, and that paper is sticking around, so I'm really excited that they kept that paper. Then I also used the Country Woods paper, which is also staying, and this is one of my favorite ones. They took away the stamp sets that go with it, the Country Flowers and the Country Birdhouse. I don't know why, but hopefully they'll get something else country, but it's got like the wood grain texture to it, and I think it's so pretty. I love it. So that's the Country Woods paper, which is staying. So I'm really excited. This is the first time they've ever kept so much paper. So that's a good thing. All right, so I did get some happy mail in the mail this morning when I went out there to check. So let me show you that and read some comments. Let me see. Now, you know, I did a video on Thursday for, you should have gotten a notification if you're a member, which means if your name is on here and you're in green and you have a little star next to your name, that means you've joined my channel. And there's a couple different ways you can join. The join button is right down next to my name under the video. And you can either join for $2.99, which has some perks to it, or you can join for $6.99, which has more perks, including the video. But this time I did, everybody who is on there got to watch the video live. So we had a small group, like 10 people. I think I have about, I think 30 people that have joined so far. But when we get more and more people, just the people who have the $6.99 level will get that extra video every month. So I'm going to do an extra video every month that's just exclusively live to the members. So we have a small group and everybody can just chit chat and ask questions, and it's more of an intimate setting, because when we have a ton of people on here, I don't get to see all the comments because they go by so fast. So that was fun. And then I put it on here after the live. And a lot of you guys were like, I missed the live, I missed the live. And I'm like, because it was only live to the, the people that are the members. So that's why. But all right. So cards are beautiful. This is one of the few sets I don't have. What? Thanks, Jenny. I can't believe you don't have the stamp set. Okay, now this card is absolutely gorgeous. This is from Julie Black. And I think, I'm not positive, that it's alcohol inks. Is how she did it onto like glossy white cardstock, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I think she just put maybe alcohol ink on here and then blew it. But I'm not positive. She'll have to tell me. I don't know if she's on here or not. And then she sent me some stamps, which I always appreciate because stamps are expensive to mail all those cards every week. So I spend a fortune in postage. So thank you guys for stamps. And I just saw stamps are going up again in July, I think. So thank you, Julie. Make sure you tell us how you made that card because it's beautiful. Then this one is from Valerie Fitzgerald. It's a napkin card. Isn't that cute? Little Easter bunny. Love it. So love that card. And I think Valerie might be a newer person because I don't recognize her name. So kind of congested this morning. And this one is all the way from the UK. This is from John, and he always sends gorgeous cards. So he sent me an Easter card because tomorrow's Easter, and I love it. Same paper too. This is a Thoughtful Journey paper, and you open it up and it's got the arches, but this is from, I want to say it's from the Meandering Meadow stamp set and dies. But we do have the Arches stamp set too, which has the same kind of dies on it. But I don't think it's got the tick marks around the edge. But beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you. Thank you, John. And he sent me a cute little, sweet little note. Then I got this one. This one is from Robin Steyer. And she sent me another beautiful card. And a note. Best wishes. Love it. Love my favorite colors, pink and purple. And then I got another Easter card, and this one is from Loretta Pearson. And some of you guys sent my mother cards too, so I'm going to go see her today. So I'll take her some more cards. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you guys so much for the cards. I love them. And also don't forget, this is the card kit that you can get. through the 15th, and then I'll start another card kit on Tuesday. So this is the card kit for this time, and then that's with a $50 order, and then this is if you do a $100 order. And then I sent out an email yesterday with the new reward system that starts Tuesday, yeah. So hopefully you got that in the mail and or email and read through it. We're doing a little bit of new stuff, which I'll talk about during the video. So, oh, Easter's a week away. I thought Easter was this Sunday. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. I thought tomorrow was Easter. I can't believe that. All week long I've been thinking tomorrow was Easter. I mean, I'm totally awake because I've been getting all these messages from like churches around here and stuff and all these things in the mail. I could have sworn tomorrow was Easter. Oh well, okay, so I got a whole nother week. That's why I was like, gonna take my mother some stuff for Easter. Dang. I'm way off. Okay. All right. I don't know why I was thinking it was tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow's Palm Sunday. Dang. You can tell I haven't been to church lately. I need to start going again. It's like, you know, I used to go to church every single Sunday and I did the welcome desk and I was like into everything. And then COVID hit and I moved. And I've been back to church a few times, but not like I used to go every week. But I don't know why I was thinking it was this weekend. That's so funny. And I got my mother some Easter stuff to take over today, so I guess I'll hold on to that for another week. Okay, thank you guys for telling me, because I was really going to be feeling stupid if I went over there and said, Happy Easter. Wow. All right, you guys, Easter is next week. I'm wrong. So let's get stamping. Since Lisa's like half asleep and not knowing what day it is. It is the 12th, right? Oh, yeah, because I saw a joke about the date of Easter, which was crazy. But all right, we're going to start with the light one here. So I know it was 420, but I don't know why I was just thinking it was tomorrow. All right, so for the first card, which is this one, we're going to do 5.5 by 8.5 Coastal Cabana, and then 5 1/4 by 4 white for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 of the designer paper, Country Woods, and I already embossed that. Can you see that? It's embossed with the shells. And then I just popped out, I just took all different pieces of paper. So this is the Country Woods paper, and I popped out some shells out of that. And then I did this one out of Coastal Cabana or Summer Splash. I think it was Summer Splash, maybe. I'm not sure. You know what? That might be Summer Splash. They're so close, it's hard to tell. I'm not sure. I think it's Coastal Cabana. And then this piece is just a scrap, 3/4 of an inch wide, and I think it's 2.5 long. So that's for the words. But whatever your words you're using, just cut a scrap for that. So take a screenshot of that. Uh-oh. I just realized I am behind. Okay. For some reason, my video stopped for a second. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, Bill's on here. Hey, Bill. How you feeling? And you did move, right? Yep. And I've got your address. I'll do that at the end. Yes. Okay. Looks like Coastal. I'm pretty sure it's Coastal Cabana. I think that, here. Oh, wait a minute. I got that one right there. Hold on. This one is the, oh, no, that's Coastal Cabana too. Huh. I thought I had it somewhere. I got a couple extra kits too. Okay. All right, we're all caught up, I think. I'm just reading some comments. Hey, Anya. I just saw you on here, too. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started. And I got a piece of ice in my mouth. All right. So, this is the easiest card ever in the history of mankind. We're going to start with our ink. And the ink. Oh, ink is Summer Splash. Now, see? This is Summer Splash, but this is Coastal Cabana. I'm positive it is. Of course, I was wrong about Easter, so who knows? I still can't believe that. And you know, I knew it was the 20th, but I don't know why I was thinking that tomorrow is the 20th. That's so funny. I got my days all mixed up. All right, so we're going to stamp the inside of the card first because that's easy to do. Oops. There we go. So just stamp your sand dollar on the inside right there. I probably should have stamped off because that's kind of dark. And I got something on the stamp too. Oh, look. There's a little piece of paper or something on there. Oh, well. You can't really see it, so it's okay. All right, and then our words we're going to stamp on this piece right here. And then we'll be done with stamping. So we're just going to stamp that just barely fits on here. I was going to use a 1-inch piece, but it was too big, and this just barely fits. I just went ahead and used it. And then I'm going to dip it in my ink pad. You guys see that? Probably not because it's over here on the side. So I just tap the edges in there like that. All right, so we're not done. Hold on. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot? My other brush. I had two brushes, one for this card and one for the other. So I guess we'll just use the same one. It'll be all right. So what I want to do is put just a little bit of the Coastal Cabana on the shells. So let me get some scrap paper. And we're just going to put a little bit of color just to make them pop a little bit. So you can see them better. I probably should have grabbed a bigger blending brush, but that's okay. You can still see them. So see how that makes it pop out more? So there's that. And then I also did it on this tan one. Now this is the Country Woods paper upside down. So I thought this brown color looked really pretty. So we're just going to put a little bit on here. And it's kind of upside down, so the raised part is more sunken in, but it's okay. We just want to make that middle part pop. And there you go. All right, so now we're just going to put it together. Like I said, this is the easiest card ever. So let's stick the inside first. And my glue is missing because this one's almost empty. I tell you what, it took me like 30 minutes to find a joke this morning. I've used up all my jokes, I think, lately. I have a few really funny ones, but they're kind of X-rated, so I can't use them. So the one I told on Thursday was a little bit borderline, but I didn't want to... Somebody sent me one the other day that was so funny, but it was definitely X-rated. I can't use it. Some of you guys probably would love it, but other people might get offended, so I can't really do it. All right, so we're going to put this down right on the front. So the mulch is on sale at Home Depot here for $2 a bag. So I'm going to go, I was going to hire somebody to do my mulch, but I think it's so expensive. They charge like $120 a yard to put it down. And I can just do it myself for like so much cheaper, but I don't know. We'll see if my knee lasts that long. All right, so we're going to put this one up here, this one kind of down here, this one down at the bottom, and then that's going to kind of go under that, And then this goes on the front. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. So let's just start with this one on the back. And see, that looks pretty on the front, but I didn't want two the same. So that's why we're doing that. So we'll just stick this in here. You got to hold it for a second because it's embossed. I can't believe some of you guys are still getting snow in April. Although we did have a freeze warning the other day. It didn't end up freezing, but it got down to like 37, I think. Oh, hey, Vicky. Okay, so there's that one. Now this one I did put on dimensionals, and then I put this one down first with just a teeny bit of glue because there's not much room on here. So just put a little bit, kind of wherever you have a little bit of room, put a couple dots and get one there. I still can't get over I had Easter the wrong date. Okay, so let's put that one like here. And then this one's gonna go on with dimensionals. I was all set to take my mother's Easter presents today. Darn. I just feel like so dumb. It's on the back too. I tell you, when you stay at home, you just kind of lose track of time. All right, I don't want that on there all the way over. All right, so for the friendship, the words, we want dimensionals just on this part because this part's getting tucked under, this part right here is getting tucked under that shell. So we don't want any dimensionals on that end. So we'll just put some right here. All right, so this. Hello from Southern California. Hey, Diana. Wow. I could not go to, you know what? I'm so tired today. I couldn't go to sleep last night till almost 3 o'clock this morning. And I don't know why. I was wide awake, just laying. I was so tired. I get in bed. And then I went to bed about 10 o'clock. And I laid there. And I was watching like videos. And normally if I watch videos, I go right to sleep within about 20 minutes. But I don't know what happened. I think I sponged that too. Hold on. And I kept looking at my phone at the time, and it was like an hour would just fly by. And at 2:30, I'm like, I can't believe I'm still awake. This is crazy. And I knew I had to get up and do this video, and I was like, I'm gonna be so tired. So I am tired. This one I glued down, and I'm gonna just pop that on the front right there. So that's just crumb cake. Hold it a minute. Waiting for the Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny's not coming to my house. I don't know if it was a full moon or not, but whenever it is a full moon, I never sleep very good, but yes, the stamp does. This is the stamp. You know what? My pad is really, really inked a lot, so that's why it looks kind of blobby. But if you either stamp off or kind of move your ink, then it looks a lot better. But my stamp has just got too much ink. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that end, and then we're going to tuck this under here a little bit. There we go. And try to get it pretty straight. So there we go. Now we're going to do a bow. So I did a double bow. So let's get some linen thread. And I just kind of do a faux bow, measure it, and then double it when I do a double. And cut. and then just do them together. So we've got, just make a regular bow, but you have 2 pieces of linen thread. So there we go. So just like you're tying your shoes, and make it as big or as little as you want, doesn't really matter. I kind of like smaller ones. And then we're gonna get a glue dot. I don't know why this keeps twisting. Okay. And then get a glue dot, and we're just gonna take it and curl it up just a little bit so it's almost folded in half on there, kind of. And there. So yesterday when I was just laying around, because it was such a gross day, I watched another Harlan Coben movie on Netflix. Well, they're like mini series, so I think it was like 6 episodes or something. And it was pretty good, but the ending was like, oh, you know how if you've ever watched one, you always know the ending is always totally what you don't expect. Like, you never see the ending coming. And that's what happened yesterday. I was like, no way. So it was good. It was really good. All right, we're going to put some gems on here. So I've got the gray dots. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but they're gray and silver, I think. So we're just going to use some of these small ones. And what was the name of it? Oh, Innocent. The name was Innocent, or The Innocent, something like that. But it was good. And just put one over here. And there you go. Oh, we got to spray it. Hold on. So there you go. Wasn't that an easy card? Super easy. And then the other one is almost exactly the same. Oops. Lost a dot. I made the best dinner the other night. So, you know, when you're watching, I don't do TikTok, but I watch like Instagram and YouTube and stuff. So the reels that pop through with the recipes, and they show you like in 1 minute how to cook dinner. So I watched this recipe, and I had made it before with feta cheese, but this time it was with Boursin cheese. So I don't know if you guys know what the Boursin cheese is. I guess that's how you say it. It's Boursin. And it was that round one. And it comes in like flavors. Like I got the garlic and herb. So this is card number 1. So there you go. Love it. So now we're going to go to card number 2. So let me put that over to the side. Here's card number 2. So it's one of those tomatoes where you put the tomatoes in the middle of the pan, like a 13x9 pan. And then you put the Boursin cheese in the middle. And I made like a double batch so I could have leftovers. And so you put your little like either cherry or grape tomatoes in the pan. Make sure you wash them and everything. Then put your Boursin cheese in. And I used 2, one like on either side of the pan. So you have the 2 cheeses, and then you have the tomatoes, and then you cover it in olive oil and whatever spices you want. I just used like some Italian spices. And then you bake it for 30 minutes at 375. And then it comes out, and it's like all juicy, and the tomatoes pop, and it's just, oh, this creamy sauce. And then you take whatever pasta you want, and sometimes I use regular pasta, but this time I used, what do you call them? Tortellinis. So I got some like 5 cheese tortellinis and made those. And you just save some of the pasta water. So you put it in the pan with it. And then I put some chicken, so rotisserie chicken. And you can do shrimp or chicken. And then I did some spinach, raw spinach, and the pasta. And then I added some pasta water and just threw it all in there, stirred it up. Oh my, and then I sprinkled just shredded, not shredded, shaved Parmesan cheese all over the top. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. So that was my dinner, like for about 4 days this week. It was really good. Yeah, it's not cheap, but I got it at Walmart, this cheese, that Boursin cheese, and it was so good. But if you look, you can look on Pinterest and find it. It's just like Boursin cheese and tomato bake or something like that, pasta bake, something like that. But it's super easy, and it was really, really good. But I did add the rotisserie chicken and the tortellinis. So that was good. All right, so this is everything you need. So we've got the Pretty Peacock 5.5 by 8.5, basic beige for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4, Thoughtful Journey, and this is already embossed, so you can see. And I could have cut these out, which I did. I did 2 of them. So one I just embossed, the other one I embossed and cut out. So that's where I got these pieces right here. Well, is that from that one? No. I do have some, though, from that one. Because I did another one. Well, I thought I did. Maybe that one? No. Huh. I thought I did one of those die cut. All right, so here we go. So these are a little bit different than the sample because I only had one big one of that. So I'm going to be using a medium one. And then a few of these little ones didn't pop out. So we're going to swap it up and then put it together. So I don't know if we'll use all of that. Yeah, it was really, really good. Okay. Oh, Vicky, dang. I hope you're okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So again, we're just going to stamp the inside. So that is with the sand dollar again. And such a pretty stamp. Love it. Now, so you can see a little bit better of it on there. And then I've also got my word piece, and we're stamping the same words. The friendship one. And this comes with the stamp set. And it just barely fits on there. And then we're just going to dip that in our edges. And then this piece right here, I ripped off from where I die cut the shells out of. So I'm going to just try and put that kind of behind it like that. So I'm just going to probably glue it down and then just rip a little bit like that. So that's where I got that piece right there, is from the edge. So that's where that comes from. All right, so this goes on the inside. And I did mow my grass the other day. I thought I was going to die. I had to stop. Now, I used to be able to mow the grass without taking a break. And I could do the whole thing in like 45 minutes. Now it takes me quite a bit longer, and I got to take a break like every 15 minutes and sit down and rest. I'm telling you. I got to start exercising. All right, so put that right on the front. And see, that's beautiful just by itself. But then when you add the shells, it just, that embossing right on that piece of paper is just so pretty. You could just put words on there and like be done, and you could have like a card like right there. You could just say, oh, here's my card, I'm good, and that would be fine. Let me glue that together. And just leave a little bit of a border. Okay. All right, so now we're going to play around with this. So I don't have the big one, but I got a medium one. So we're going to put the medium one And then I've got these two, which we can put, I need to sponge that. Let me sponge it real quick. So I do need my ink pad back. And some scrap paper. Let me put this on the scrap paper. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that one's gonna go like right there, and then this one we're gonna put here, and then I think I'm gonna put this one, a little bit of that didn't come out, so I'm gonna kind of tuck that under, and then I think I'm gonna put that starfish instead of this one. So that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and glue some down. And that, see, that back piece looks good too, the dark, but that color is dark, so we'll just leave it this color. So put it right about there and hold that for a minute. Yeah, Sherry, I know it's the beginning. I'm telling you what, I haven't exercised all winter, and whew, it was rough. I had my knee braces on too, but I tell you what, this is crazy. And I know I'm not giving medical advice at all, but I was watching a video and this doctor was talking about taking statins, which I do. I take Crestor. And I had already read this because I had an issue with my, I was taking Lipitor, I think, a long time ago, and I was having such an issue with leg cramps and stuff, so I switched to Crestor. And it hadn't bothered me for a long time, but my knees, have been so bad lately. And so I was watching this video, and this doctor's like, it causes your muscles to like hurt and deteriorate and everything. And I was like, man, that makes so much sense. So I'm not telling any of you guys to do it, but I'm going to the doctor like in a month. So I'm just going to try it and see what happens. But I didn't take it yesterday. And I'm telling you, my knees like barely hurt today. So I don't know if that works or not, but I'm starting to think that half the medicine they give you is like the side effects are worse than the symptoms. But I know every time I say anything about medical, I get these nasty comments. You shouldn't be telling people what to do. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying what I did. So I'm going to try it for like a week and see what happens. But if my knee pain goes totally away, then I know that's what it was. And I'm going to tell my doctor I need something else or some kind of natural thing. Because my knees have just been killing me lately. So we're going to see what happens. So don't give me any negative comments. I'm not telling you medical advice. But I was getting the cramps back too, like the leg cramps. And, but I've heard a lot of bad things about statins anyway, so I really wanted to stop taking them. So we're just going to see. But my doctor's kind of like, oh, just take this, every time there's something. Okay, we're going to put you on this. I remember watching the episode of, I think it was The Resident, and what's her name? Carol Burnett's friend, Vicki Lawrence. So Vicki Lawrence was on the episode, and she had like all these symptoms, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. Well, turns out she had like, I don't know, acid reflux or something. So they gave her a medicine for it, and that medicine caused her to have like, I don't know, high blood pressure. So they gave her blood pressure medicine, which caused her to have like something else, and they gave her another one. So she just had acid reflux, and then she ends up on like 20 medicines to cover the side effects of all the medicine she's on. And that was making her really, really sick. So that's kind of my problem, I think. There's something going on. So I need to just get healthy and get off of all my medicines and lose weight and exercise and see what happens. All right, so I'm just going to put dimensionals on this side again and then some tape on this side or glue. But I'm not telling anybody else what to do, so you do whatever your doctor says to do, because I'm not a doctor. Then just stick that under there. Oops, you know what? I didn't take the things off. But a lot of things you see, you know, make so much sense. And I am trying to move away from anything with chemicals and do like all natural, like shampoos and lotions and, you know, food things and do a lot more natural stuff and try to get rid of the chemicals and stuff. So yeah, I do essential oils too. I think I told you guys I started using that beef tallow on my face for my face lotion, and I love it. So instead of like, you know, a makeup lotion, it's just beef tallow. And it's really, really made my skin like so great. All right, and then for this one, I used the gems that are these gems. They're called adhesive back texture dots. So we're gonna grab some of these. Yeah, but I definitely think getting rid of some of the products you use that have chemicals is definitely a good idea. And make sure you wash all of your fruits and vegetables really good and get the pesticides and stuff off. Let's put one down here. Okay, so there you go. Oh, I should have put one there instead. All right, then we're going to spritz this. So there you go. So there's card number 2. We forgot the ribbon. Uh-oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Back up. All right. Oh, sugar. Yeah, sugar is another thing I'm trying to cut back on because, yes, sugar is definitely bad for you. They say sugar causes like so much stuff, inflammation and lots of diseases and stuff. Yeah, they say cancer is more addicting than cocaine is, which I totally believe because I am addicted to sugar, but I have been really trying to cut back on sweets and ice cream. I don't buy nearly as much ice cream as I used to. I used to eat ice cream almost every day, but now I don't. I do it maybe like a couple times a week and not nearly as much. Like one container will last me a while. So I have gotten better about that. Okay, so then put this one here. Ah, there we go. I love it when it twirls, when the ribbon twirls. I think that's like so pretty. All right, so there's our 2 that we planned for today. And see, they're a little bit different. I think I actually like this one better with the 4 shells. I think that's really pretty. Which one do you guys like better? Let me read some comments. Oh, yeah, soap. I got rid of soap, and now I use goat milk soap from, it's from QVC. I got it. It's like Beekman Brothers, I think is what it's called. Beekman, I think it's Beekman Brothers soap, goat milk. I take elderberry. I take this immunity thing that has elderberry, echinacea, zinc, and I can't remember what else is in it, but a couple of things. Chocolate. Yeah, I like chocolate too. I don't drink soda, which is good. I only drink water. Occasionally I drink some tea, but that's about it. I don't drink any kind of soda or coffee. So that's good. Okay, so now we're going to make one together. So I've got my pile of stuff. So this is what I had left over. So I got a piece of Lost Lagoon as my base. So this is your regular 5.5 by 8.5. So we just need one of these and one of these. And then I have this one, which is another piece from the Thoughtful Journey. So we're going to use this one for my front. So there's our front. And then, so I don't need those, or this one, or this one. Or, now see, this is the pieces I was talking about. So when you cut them out, you run it through the embossing folder with your die cut. Then you have these pieces left, like this, that you can do something with. So you can either, what I did was pop out some more of these from that piece, or that's where I got that piece to put in back of my words on the other piece. So don't throw those edges away. You can always use them for something. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Oh, here's their 5.5 by 8.5 lost the go. So that's what that one is. And then these two are both 5.25 by 4. So those are your regular card front sizes. And then let's see, we need a piece for the words. Here's a piece for the words. That's too big. I think we have a small one in here somewhere. See, these are all just the die cuts from the paper, the scrap paper. All right, let's do one of those. And oh, that's pretty. We could do that one. I think that's too dark. And maybe what you guys think? Oh, that looks good. I kind of like that. You think that one's too dark? I do, yeah. And, oh, we got some brown. Yeah, that's too dark too. Yeah, I don't like the brown. I had another short piece. Oh, here's one. Here's another one of those too. All right, so we'll use that piece for the words. And so we don't need the blue because that's too dark. Oh, here's one with the wood. That's too dark too. Okay, so we have all these extra pieces. I think I like that. I think I like that. And then maybe a little, what do you think? Brown, or I could do this color. We could do two. Let's do that. All right. So I think that will be good. And then I've got all these pieces still left over. And I could put this behind my words. Oops, where'd my words go? Here. So let's save that. Okay, so we've got all this extra that we can save for another card. And I'm really, really bummed. So if you didn't hear, this is retiring. So you better get it now before it's gone for good. So let's stamp our shell in the inside. Just like that. And do our words on here. Which soap do you use, Marva? I see somebody talking about good soap, but I can't see it. I love that Beekman Brothers soap, that goat milk. It just makes your skin so soft. And you know what else I noticed? It does not leave any like residue in the shower. Like when I was using a regular soap, like Caress or one of those, there'd be like soap scum everywhere. Now that I switched, I mean, I've been using it a lot, but every once in a while I'll go back to soap just for a minute. And I notice immediately like the difference in how the shower gets dirty right away. But I switched to the shampoo that's all natural too, that I really like. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so we're going to sponge this one with, oops, I put the ink pad away. Just sponge that starfish right in the middle. Not starfish, sand dollar. Well, it's kind of a starfish inside the sand dollar, isn't it? Kind of what it looks like. I mean, what did I say? Starfish in the sand dollar, yeah. I remember we used to be able to walk on the beach and find these suckers back in the day, but they're hard to find nowadays. Okay, so there we go. I'm just gonna stick that together. So this goes on the front, this goes on the inside. Dove. I used to use Dove a long time ago, but I haven't used it in a long time. But they're saying like fluoride is bad for you now, which I believe that. Like it's got some kind of chemical in it, I don't know. So I just bought this new toothpaste. I haven't got it yet, but I was looking online. It's some kind of toothpaste that's, I can't remember the name of it, but it's all natural. And it's supposed to be better for your teeth. Like it builds your enamel up. Lux. I never heard of Lux. Is that soap or shampoo? Don't believe that about fluoride. I don't know. Oh, Diane, you're 15 minutes from the ocean front? Dang, I didn't realize you were that close. I'm not. I'm like 30 minutes. Okay, so this one, oh, that didn't, I didn't put glue on it. I'm sitting there pressing it down like I got glue. I'm like, why is it not sticking? Because there's no glue. Duh. I'm telling you, I'm still half asleep. That's my problem today. I'll just say that I'm sleepy. And that's why I'm not with it. Okay. Lux as a kid. I've never heard of Lux. Is it soap? I don't know. Never heard of it. All right, so this one's gonna go here. I think I'm gonna put that on with dimensionals. Oh, everybody's saying Dove is really good for your skin. I used to use Dove back in the day, but I haven't used it in a long time. Okay, so this one, let's put kind of on the side here. And then this one, just put a teeny weeny bit of glue just to hold it down. I've been watching this guy on the videos. I don't know what his name is, but he travels all over the country tasting food, mostly donuts, and like going to bakeries and stuff. And so he tries stuff. So what he said is he tries stuff so you don't have to. But he goes into like bakeries and he'll buy like 6 items, and then he'll get in his car and he'll eat them and tell you, you know, like if they're really good or not. So he's so funny to watch though, because he'll take a bite, like a giant bite, and then he'll sit and ponder it a minute, and then he'll like, and then he'll go, and every time he does that, I just crack up. And then he's like, that filling is delightful. It's just so funny. I think I'm just going to kind of put this behind it. It's the same size, so let's just put that a little behind it, and then we're going to, so just the top will have blue showing. And then let's cut this off. But he tells you, you know, if it's really good, like he'll rate it all from like 1 to 10, and you know, almost everything is between a 6 and a 10, but he went to this one donut shop in New York, and it was supposed to be like the best donut shop. Like everybody said is the best donut shop. And he starts eating it, and you can tell like every donut that he's trying is not very good. And he's like looking at it and pondering it, and you can just tell by the look on his face that it's gross. Not gross, but like compared to some of the donuts that he eats that are to die for, that you look at it and you're like, man, I really want to go to that donut place. The ones, this one, I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was some donut place in New York. And almost every one was not very good. And I was kind of cracking up because I was looking at it thinking to myself that didn't look very good either. But he went to one and got this apple fritter, and I'm telling you what, I was ready to hop in the car and drive to that place just to get that apple fritter. And I don't know, it was somewhere like near Charlotte, North Carolina, I think. But I love watching those people, you know, try everything and tell you what's really good and what's not. There's another girl that does it, and she did like all the appetizers at Olive Garden. And some of them looked really good. Let me see. I forgot where I put that one. I'm thinking when I laid this down the first time, I had this over some because I want to say I had it like right there. Now it's not going to fit. So let's put it up here on the top. I'll just put some glue right in the middle. Like that. Oops, need more glue. Okay, now this one, I don't know where my gems went. Here they are. I think these gems will probably go good. So let's put some of these. Oops. We have an excess of goo coming out. Man, apple fritters are like one of my favorite things. But we don't really have too many. We have like on one corner, about 10 minutes from my house, there's a Krispy Kreme on one corner, Duck Donuts, which is a really popular donut place, and Dunkin' Donuts, which is the grossest donuts ever. They're all like on the corners across from each other. So you can get any of them. Krispy Kreme is more like light and airy. Duck Donuts are cake donuts. And Dunkin' Donuts are just, ugh. That'd be my last choice for donut. But anyway, all right, so let's spritz this one. So there we go. So I only have one of these because we just made it. All right, so here's all the cards. So this was our last one. Oh, we've got ribbon again. Darn it. Where did that go? Did I lose my ribbon too? Here we go. Let's put a bow. Okay. I like to keep them nice and curly. You know where my favorite place to eat is on the West Coast is Baja Fresh. I have been like over there several times, like to Arizona and places like that. And that Baja Fresh, oh, it's kind of like Chipotle a little bit. And then also, what's that other place? Cafe Rio. They have the best fresh kind of stuff. All we have here is Taco Bell and Del Taco and Chipotle. So I'd probably pick Chipotle, but Baja Fresh is way better. Yeah, Baja Fresh. Baja Fresh is like in, I know it's in Arizona, and I think it's in like Colorado. And I know it was in Denver when I went to Denver. And I know it's in California and all those places, but we don't have one here. Oh yeah, we just did get a Tim Hortons, but I don't drink coffee, so I don't really pay attention to that. Okay, so here are all the cards from today. So, anybody have a favorite or you love them all? So we basically have 3 different ones. So we've got this one, and this one. I love them all. And hopefully you do too. Let me see if I've got some comments back here. Let me see. Oh, Debbie lives in Arizona, just not the heat. Where is that? I thought Arizona was always hot. Yeah, I know apple fritters have sugar, Vicky. All donuts have sugar, but they're so good. It's not like I eat one all the time. I only have an apple fritter maybe once a year if I'm lucky. But they're so good. Oh, Cindy, you live here. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Top left with the pink. Oh, okay. So that one, top middle. So we have all different choices, but Barbara says they're all gorgeous. Thank you. I like Florida, but only in the not summer. it's too hot in the summer there, just like it is here, but Virginia gets pretty hot and humid in the summer. I'd kind of like to be like my sister. She's a, what do you call it, snowbird. So she's in Florida now. And then in May, they're going back to North Carolina in the mountains where her house is. But they have 2 houses. And I'm like, one day, maybe I'll be that rich. Oh, yeah, hot cross buns. They make there's a church around here that makes those for Easter. Oh, Mary likes the bottom ones. Okay, so now it is time for our joke. So let me pull that up. Hold on one second. All right, this is a cute one. This is about some older people. So we've got Dorothy and Edna. 2 senior widows are chatting. Dorothy says, that nice George Johnson asked me out on a date. I know you went out with him last week, and I wanted to talk with you about him before I give my answer. Edna responds, well, let me tell you, he showed up at my apartment punctually at 7 p.m., dressed like a gentleman in a fine suit, and brought me flowers. Then he took me downstairs, and there was a luxury car waiting, a limousine with a uniformed chauffeur and all. He took me out for a marvelous dinner, lobster, champagne, dessert, and after-dinner drinks. Then we went to see a show. Let me tell you, Dorothy, I enjoyed it so much I could have just died from pleasure. So then we're coming back to my apartment, and he turns into an animal, completely crazy, tears off my expensive new dress, and has his way with me twice. Dorothy exclaims, oh my gosh, so you're telling me I shouldn't go out with him? Edna says, no, I'm just saying wear an old dress. I didn't see that one coming. So I hope you like that. I love the old people jokes. Even though I'm almost one of them myself, since I'm almost 60, but it's just funny. I think they're so funny. Yeah, spiders are bigger in Florida, that's for sure. So are those water bugs. Oh my gosh. I know, I want to go live in the villages too, but I want to live in the villages like a little bit north of Florida, like South Carolina. I think there's some kind of villages in South Carolina that's not quite so hot. But I'm ready to go. I'm tired of Virginia. All right, it's time for some card giveaways. So hang on, let me pull out some cards. Oh, got to stand up because I forgot to grab them. Okay, here we go. All right. So I've got a couple that were not claimed last time. So let me get these out of the way. So Judy, Gloria, and I know Gloria was on the video last time, so I'm not sure. I think Paula was too. All right, so those were not claimed, so you still have one more chance. We got 4 of these same ones. These are the ones I made a few weeks ago. All right, so here we go. Too many restrictions living there. I thought everybody I've talked to who lives in the village just loves it. I have a lot of my old teaching friends that retired there. Okay, here we go. First winner, that's a good masculine card, is Sharon Day. Sharon Day. And next winner is Sue Mitchell. Sue Mitchell. I think I saw Sharon on here. Oh, Gloria's on here. Oh, you emailed me yesterday? Huh. Okay, I'll have to go back and look. Kay Zarinko. Did I answer you, Gloria? I don't know if I did or not. I'll go back and look, though. Okay, so we'll take Gloria's off. And I'll go back and look. Okay. Carol Grove. And last one, Nancy Adams. So there's the winners for today. So we've got Sharon Day, Sue Mitchell, Kay Zarinko, Carol Grove, and Nancy Adams. So congratulations to the winners. And Gloria, I'm going to go back and look for your address. Hanging in there. Oh, yeah. Everybody say a prayer for, I know there's several people on here that were talking about different things. I know we've got Bill and Barbara and Vicky who are having health problems. And I think I saw a couple more people. So everybody say a prayer for them. And so all the new stuff starts next time on the 15th. Well, 16th. We'll really do it the 16th, but I've got the new plan for like card kits and thank you cards and all that stuff is going into effect. So we'll talk about it more next time, but it's your last chance to get this card kit now through the 15th, and you get all 3 of the supplies to make these cards, and then the gems if it's over 100. And you really don't have to worry about host codes anymore after today. Here's the addresses to send, and I forgot to put my address. So this is for the cards and prayers. This is for if you want a card and you want to send me your address. And I'll flip this over in a second, but make sure you don't forget the 2, and it's cox.net. Some people have forgotten the 2 or put cox.com, but it didn't get here. So sorry, I had to take a sip of water. And then this is my address if you want to send me a card or send my mom a card. I'll get it to her. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you love the cards. And if you don't have this set, you can still get it. It's on the retiring list or the last chance list. I'm not sure if it's on sale or not, but hopefully it is. Because once it's gone, it's gone. So I will be back on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time for another video. So I will see you then. Have a fantastic weekend. And I was going to say, and have a great Easter, but have a great Palm Sunday. That's so funny. And I'm going to have to go to church Sunday. Uh-oh, some guy's coming to my door. That's so weird. This happened on my last video, too. Uh-oh. He's knocking on the door. So weird. I don't know who it is. I'm not answering it, though. I'm still in my pajamas. Okay. All right. See you guys later. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.